Hello top 11 managers around the world. Welcome back to your channel Maman Prefer Gaming. I am with another new video. This time it's a different sort of video. I'm going to discuss about 5 types of formation and tactics in top 11 2024. But before that, I have a small request. Guys, I work really hard to make videos, quality videos for you guys. And honestly speaking, I do not earn enough money from these YouTube channel. The reason is it's not a big channel, it's a small channel. So I am making content every day and I spend a lot of time here. So you should subscribe this channel so that I get inspiration to make more quality videos, and maybe in future I can build a massive top 11 community here in YouTube. So let's talk about 5 types of tactic and formation now. Number 1. Wing-based tactics. So these tactics are based on wings, generally left wing and right wing. You can say AML, AMR. So now as you can see, I'm showing you this formation. In this formation, as you see, there are 2 wingers. So generally there are more formations that is based on wingers. So this is the main theme that you need to understand. So if you are using this sort of formation, I mean not this formation exactly, I mean the formation in which you have 2 wingers. So then you will have to focus on this tactic. And for this formation, you can go for any team mentality you want depending on the situation, because it's not set. So team mentality is set because team mentality will be changed in any time. So you will decide what sort of situation you are going through in a match and you will change team mentality. So focus passing, and in this sort of formation, wing-based formation, you will have to focus on down both flank. Generally, I mean, most of the time you're gonna use down both flank, because these 2 flanks, as you can see, these 2 wingers are the key for this tactic, and that's why majority of the time you can go for down both flank. And if you think that this is not working, depending on the situation, you can change, but most of the time for the wing based formation, you should go for down both flank. So other thing can be changed depending on the situation. Only the key factor in this sort of tactic is focus passing. Focus passing should be down both flank a majority of the time. Number 2. Midfield based tactics. So these sort of tactics are based on heavy midfield, generally a midfield wise formation. Those are like these. You see heavy midfield, you see 5 midfielders in the middle, and left and right 2, and in the middle even 3 midfielder, total 5 midfielders here. So these sort of heavy midfield based formation is under this sort of midfield based tactic. In midfield based tactics, the main factor is focus passing should be through the middle. Yes, through the middle is the main factor in these sort of midfield based tactics. If you have heavy midfielders formation, you can basically go for through the midfield tactic. This will work because your team will actually control the midfield. Here slightly you will have to think of passing style as well, because as you are doing sort of like tiki-taka, you are focusing the midfield, you will have to focus on passing as well. The passing style should be short here most of the time, as you are trying to control the midfield, and smaller passes, I mean short passes, will be very deadly, as they will actually control the midfield and slowly they are gonna pass shortly, and then they are gonna go for attack. Number 3. Defense-based tactics. You understand already that this is going to be heavily defensive formation, and the tactic will be defensive as well. So these sort of defensive tactics, generally for those formation, they are having too many defenders. Let me just show you from the last formation, now making a defensive formation, putting more defenders. So I have DL, DR now, and I have one DC, need another DC to make it 4, and I can still add more defenders, making it 5 defenders. Imagine you are playing against Giant, you have no chance to win. All you gotta do, you can play very, very defensive, and then you actually stop the opponent from scoring. So there can be various sort of formation in which you can have 4 defenders, 1 DMC, I mean 4 DCDL and 1 DMC. You can also pick 5 DLDC and 1 DMC, making it huge defensive team. So now the team mentality, of course, will be defensive, and alongside defensive, sometime you will go for counter attack. So team mentality should be defensive, hard defensive, or sometime normal if it is necessary, but most of the time you're gonna put it defensive or hard defensive. So the ideal tactic should be for this sort of formation is defensive team mentality or hard defensive. Focus passing, it should be mixed passing style long, force counteract should be on, and pressing style low, tackling style easy, and other things is gonna remain same. And obviously you can have the marking style man-to-man in terms of your opponent's striker. If you have opponent who is having very big striker and the other players are not so bigger like you, just the one striker, one or 2 strikers are very bigger, you can also go for man-to-man. Number 4, balanced tactics. Now, balanced tactics should be preferable for everyone, I guess. But sometime, you need to be too aggressive. Sometime you need to be too defensive, depending on the situation. So balanced is also not preferable to me always. So now, as you can see, for balanced tactics, you should have good numbers of players in midfield, good numbers of players in defense, good numbers of players in attack as well. So you can have 4 defenders simply to make the defense more and more balanced, and you can have 4 midfielders making the midfield also great. You can also go for 3 midfielder, and also you can go for 3 attackers. So 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, all are balanced formation, not too aggressive, not too defensive. For the balanced formation, you can go for balanced tactics. So what is balanced tactics? Balanced tactics is generally team mentality normal, depending on the situation. You can go for anything. Focus passing is mixed, depending on the situation. You can go for anything, and passing style, everything is balanced, to be very honest. You can go for everything. So this is another benefit of balanced formation. So you can go for balanced tactic depending on the situation. You will have to balance it. Number 5. Number 5 is like bonus, for top 11, you should have this one, opponent-based tactics. Yes, guys, opponent-based tactic is simply you will have to pick tactics during match as well or before match as well. That means you will have to focus on your opponent. You'll have to look at your opponent, whether he is good in defense, whether he is good in midfield, whether he is good in, attack. What is he based on? You will have to, think of everything. So this is called opponent based tactics. So you'll have to focus on your opponent. Like I have a match against another team who is 121% while I'm 111%. You can see that the team is quite good in defense. So I will have to pick tactic depending on the match situation, depending on the opponent. So now you see the opponent is very good in defense, and I cannot really improve suddenly my defense. I have better attack than him, so I can focus attacking game so that I can score more than him. Simple as that. So I'm gonna go for attacking tactic. Also you can go for defensive tactic, but you will have to go for better defenders, and you will have to buy better defenders, and suddenly you can buy and you cannot set them in your 11. So it is not good decision. I mean, it's not wise decision to me. So I believe that attacking will do it. So the team mentality, I will go for attacking, and passing style, I'm gonna go for mixed passing, because as you can see, the opponent is having very strong player in midfield. Zulu is one of the best player in midfield. And my midfielders are also similar to him. The percentage is also same. The players are also similar. So I believe that this is not going to be a dominating battle. It's going to be very, very competitive battle in the midfield. So I'm going to go for focus passing as mixed so that they pass long, short, depending on the situation. Only focusing on short can really backfire because the team is also similar to mine in the midfield. So they also can control midfield if they train well. So not gonna play through the middle, not gonna play short passing. I'm gonna play mixed passing, and I'm gonna also focus on wings. So this is how you will have to focus on your tactic depending on the opponent in this type. Alright guys, this was all for today, and thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe this channel if you are new. Hello managers around the world.